because the fact we thought we would have the frame assembled by now, and with the frame assembled, we could actually see how wide the pulleys are and kind of work around some mixed pulleys, and just some other things we didn't count for as far as work time. But we do have 2 pulleys that right now are example pulleys, 2 out of the, how many do we need? 15. So of those, which doesn't take that long. And here we have the motor we're going to use, and we're going to just need wire. And I've been soldering for the past 2-3 days, trying to make sure all the stuff is put all the stuff together. And Connor has been working on the cart and trying to also see how far you can get with the final design of the cart and making sure everything works out on that. And so when you're ready to pass the floor.
I didn't actually have a legitimate drawing for the cart.
We're over here, Connor.
I know exactly where you guys are. I'm actually standing at the same time. So, so basically, I didn't have an actual definitive drawing yet.
Alvin, furthest button to the right.
What?
Furthest button to the right.
No, we don't.
Then what are you looking for?
No, I already clicked it. I'm covering it right now.
Anyway, that's what I was saying. So, since, as you just said, we didn't actually have any custom base to actually even start designing the part for it. Because the whole point was to have the base done, the pulleys done, everything was ready to go, and then design the part for it. So, I didn't have anything to test with. I didn't have any models to go off of, so everything was basically ran simulation on it. So, the concern we had last time we discussed this, was that we wanted to discuss how the actual part was going to get over, going from a 90-degree angle, changing 90 degrees and traveling on horizontally, and how it's going to get around that, around the pulleys. So I had the idea that instead, well, there's a very, that's so hard to see.
Turn on the like move the thing. Turn on the paper. It's like a paper otherwise just
That's good enough. All right, whatever. Good enough.
press the open button.
So right here would basically this would be the actual mount that holds onto the drive cable, and these are just the rollers that go across the actual support cable. So the pulleys are based like this. They're the 2 exterior pulleys, which are the stationary pulleys, don't actually do anything. They're just always kept on here. And the center pulley, which would be right here, is actually smaller than the diameter of the other ones. So this pulley is basically lower than these 2 pulleys if you're looking side by side. So it allows them to have this pickup that just basically is attached directly to the cable running underneath this to actually transport this. And then these rollers allow the cup to almost essentially look like a crawler when it goes over the top of this pulley. It will look similar to something like this. Because these are basically allowed to pivot and leave each other. And then also adding the fact that it's got this pivot point right here, so a pivot point, pivot point, pivot point, so that these basically will look like this going over this top, and then going over this pulley. It looks something like that. So these move independently. There's a pickup that drops down here that's being pulled by the other pulleys underneath the small one. As I said, it'd be nice if I actually had the actual physical thing to show them, because it's, pictures are 1,000 words, but I'd say that an entire actual thing you can hold in your hand and look at and examine, it'll probably be worth a lot more than that. So, as soon as we actually have the entire thing constructed, I can start actually testing it, testing the design, and seeing how it works. Because making this cart would be very hard. I could actually build a model of this cart out of Lego in like 5 minutes. So, but we need to actually have a physical base to work with. So, yeah.
So, I think in your initial design, it was kind of just like, it was held in place, but it was at kind of an angle so it wouldn't tip over once it's, but now that it's at, on a pivot, how does it, how do you dump the cup?
At the end, again, I got drawn here. But okay, there's a blank
You
paper.
could draw on the blank paper.
So at the end of this, let's say this is the actual, the end bolt is put right there. Here's the receiver over there. Okay. So we got the cable going across here. And there would essentially be a fixed point. This would be mounted against the wood. So you have a standoff that's farther than this pulley. So let's say this is the actual wood this pulley is mounted to. So you would have something like this that sticks up above this. It's not in the direct line of the cart, but you'd say you'd have a rod that goes over like this, so that when the cart actually comes up to it, and you're drawing the cart now. Moment of silence while I'm drawing. So you've got the cart just like this, and the cup sitting on its point. Since this can pivot, it actually makes this easier to dump, so that when we come up to this basically would be pushing against the cup as the cart still continues to move forward. If I had, there's a cup, the cup would be on course on the sides. Basically there'd be a little rod that would go over and actually push the cup as the cart is moving against it, so it would basically tip the cup over because it's only thing there. And basically we found out right receptacle. But as, like I said, it's, looking at this drawing, it looks like absolute garbage, and I'm well aware of that. But, as I said, this is in drawing, like I said, you can saw me draw it right here, so everything's not gonna look right. I know it's greatly unprofessional to be doing this, but it's the only way I've ever been able to do this, it's the only way I've ever seen anyone do it, so this is what I'm accustomed to, this is what I'm used to. So, that's all I have to show, really, because we don't have anything else to do. So, well, we've got much to do, but nothing to show, really. So, that's all I have to say.
John, do you have a question?
As fast as that motor.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm just gonna not clap anymore.
So what I've been working on after, besides cutting out the parts for the frame, is that I've been working on the pulleys themselves. I just cut these out of some 2x4s and just turned them on my lathe. And we found a bunch of this 25/64 diameter steel rod in one of the boxes next to the welding cart. And this is basically what we. It's basically the same dimensions as everything else we planned in the cab as well, so it's really good. All I want is for this to slip on and it'll friction fit because of that odd 25/64. So I just need a 3/8 bit. The bit that I used was way too small because that's all I had at home. So these took me maybe like 15 minutes each to start from a square to get to this. So if I can just get a Keilah help, I can bring these out a lot faster. And these are the ones that we'll need 15 of, in addition to 5 rods which we already have. For the frame itself, in addition to what we showed you on the CAD,
Not right now.
we also decided to add just a base plate on the bottom that's just the same as the dimensions of the footprint, which is 5.5 feet by 18 inches. Just for a little bit more support, I guess. For a little bit more support when we shoot, just so that it doesn't collapse on itself. Because with the way that we have our design and the way that we have a tensioning system as well that uses bungee and it sort of like compresses everything together, if we don't have if we don't have structural stability, it'll just implode and it won't be fast. So. Right.
Oh, are you still going?
I get it.
Just one quick thing. Can we give it up for this crowd, please?
Yeah!
Have a good weekend.